Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people. Specifically, obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it?
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us for the 12 o'clock presentation of Karatbars International. If you've been looking for a better way, you've absolutely come to the right place, but maybe not at the right time because I am jacked out of my mind today. I'm telling you, this might not be the best day for you to be on this training with me. Mr. Kansu Hotep Atum was supposed to be doing the training today, but I'm filling in for him. And man, when I tell y'all, I got information overload right now. I got energy overload right now. I'm going to do everything in my power to give you my absolute best presentation, but I'm going to need y'all's prayers today because my eyes are wide open. And when you wake up, it is impossible to go back to sheep. I spent 15 years as a mortgage banker, most recently with Wells Fargo. My wife spent 20 years as a corporate trainer. Because of the information we're about to share with you, both of us are full-time and full-time Karatbars affiliates retired from corporate America. I have not punched a clock in over 6.5 years. March 3rd of 2014 was my last corporate America workday. I stopped selling my time for dollars and I started building my own enterprise. And now my beautiful wife, Monisha, she's been free for almost 3 years. And ladies and gentlemen, it is possible for you as well. So here's what we do. I started doing the presentation a while back. I would always go through all the information because I wanted to get into your mind and make you understand why we do it. And then people started saying, what is it that you do? And so I said, okay, well, I got you. I'll just put a slide right up front to explain briefly what we do to see if you even want to stick around for the rest of the presentation. And so I started telling them what we do. And then they started saying, how do you do it? So you can't win, right? But we're going to win today. So how do you do it? Here's what we do. This is the whole presentation. If you believe in this and this fires you up, money like speed, you can sign up right now after this slide and you're good to go because here's the whole business. We start a gold home-based business. You sign up absolutely for free and start your own home-based business with gold and cryptocurrency. And then you save gold for yourself. You save gold for yourself. And then you share with others how to do what you just did. Set up a business and save gold, and you earn commissions when your team duplicates. As your team duplicates that process, you earn commissions. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in hearing more about? Good. Well, here it is. First of all, let me tell you about the most important thing you've got to do. You've got to dream big. Now, for those of you that weren't on the pre-call this morning, you won't understand my euphoria. But man, we were listening to information about how powerful our minds are. But the dream is the fuel to your mind. It is what animates and magnifies your thoughts and brings them into the realm of manifestation. So you got to have a big dream. And I remember when I met this gentleman, my personal mentor, Mr. Ty, and his beautiful wife, Miss Valerie Best, I remember meeting them and him asking me this very embarrassing question for me. He said, Mike, so what's your dream? And I said, excuse me? I'm sitting in my cubicle at Wells Fargo. And he said, what is your dream? And I said, my dream? Yeah, what's your dream? And this is a gentleman who had been dreaming for the last 20 plus years when I met him. His wife has been free. She never had a job since Ronald Reagan was president. Some of you guys are so young, you don't even know who Ronald Reagan is. And he said, what's your dream? And I said, Mr. Best, I'm sorry. He said, what? I said, man, I kind of really don't even know what you're talking about right now. Like, I don't even know what you mean. I don't even know how to start the conversation about what's my dream. And I know I'm not the only one who was there, so don't judge me, right? Think about yourself. What's your dream? Do you have a big, magnificent dream? Is it detailed? Like that dream home, that dream car, that dream lifestyle, that dream income where you've got the money to do whatever the Spirit of God leads you to do. If it's pay off your church's mortgage, your mosque, your synagogue, your favorite charity, is it to travel the world? Is it to hike the Appalachians? What is it, whatever it is to do? What is your big, magnificent dream? Is it to create a compound so that your entire family never has to worry about where they're going to live or what they're going to eat, to grow a farm, to have horses, to live free as God intended you to? What's your dream? And I did not have one. I'm sorry, I gotta be transparent so I can help open your mind. I didn't have a dream. My dream was, God, I hope I wake up in the morning, get to work and feed my family. But I didn't have a dream so big, as Mr. Best taught me, that you can't accomplish it in one lifetime. That your grandchildren are trying to accomplish your dream, and all of them put together struggle to manifest your dream. It's so big. Dream bigger, and don't let anybody steal your dream. Mr. Best actually wrote a book about it, A Dreamer's Guide to Surviving in a Jungle of Non-Dreamers, called The Dream Chaser Manifesto. You can actually pick up that book. Matter of fact, you need to pick up several of those right now for you and your team. It's a tool that must be in the toolbox of every network marketer worldwide. You can go to shop.mywbw.com. Somebody in Facebook Live and here on Gold Rocks, type that in, shop.mywbw.com. .com. I think that's right, .com. All right, and we'll give it again. That's it. Thank you, Morgan. mywbw.com. And somebody check that website, make sure that's correct. I don't want to give misinformation there. I'm almost 100% sure it's .com. So shop.mywbw.com. I believe that's correct. Okay. .net. It's .net. Tommy Lynch, thank you. .net. Let me correct that. Shop.mywbw.net. You guys correct that for me. Help me out real quick. Yeah, I know I'm talking too much right now, but that's the website I want you to go to. Go ahead and go there right now and double check it for me, Morgan. Make sure I'm correct on that. Shop.mywbw.net. We want to make sure we get it right because this is vital. This is literally life or death. And I don't mean breathing or not breathing. I mean abundant life or lack of lack and not enough. So go to shop.mywbw.net. Get that book today. There's a lot of other paraphernalia on that website that you'll enjoy immensely. So let's get into it. So what's your plan to live your dreams? Thank you, Morgan. What's your plan to live your dreams? Where are you in your life right now. Now, I like to play this little numbers game, and it's not funny, but it is a game. And you can learn a lot from playing games. Type, not to me, no, not in the chat room, type in a calculator how much money you've saved up, your net worth. All right. And I normally just say how much you've saved, and I typically don't treat this calculation fairly. So what I want you to do is I want you to add everything, your 401k, your stocks, your bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, your Roths, all your retirement funds, add them all up, your savings accounts, add all of it up, add them all up and come up, what is that number? And let's say you come up with $1 million. And how long you been working, right? I want you to subtract that top number. I want you to subtract from that top number your expenses, how much you owe on your house, how much you owe on your car. So subtract all your major expenses, and that's going to give you your net worth. And then I want you to divide that net worth by the number of years you've been working, and that's going to give you how much you've been able to accumulate year over year while you're working. And I guarantee you, you're going to come up with the same calculation that 95% of the people in the world come up with. It's not enough. It's not enough. And you got to live off of that net worth through your golden years and your retirement years. And it's not enough, folks. Truth of the matter is, you got to figure out where you want to be in the future, and you need a plan to get you there. And if you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you ever reach your goals? The truth is, we don't have enough time to keep doing what we've been doing. And all of us have been doing the same thing, right? We go to school 5 or 6 years old. We go to high school, college, and high school, and graduate college by age 26. By that time, we've spent 21 years in a system that was never designed to give you true freedom. And if it was, when is it going to happen? You go and get a job and work 40 years, hustling backwards. Most people stay on a job 4.5 years. So you get 8 to 10 jobs over the course of your career. And you buy your dream home only to have to downsize it and liquidate your assets in order to just live when you retire. And many people end up jumping back in the workforce and are never truly free and debt-free until they die. But then they pass that debt on to their children. And these children grew up full of hope and promise. I remember Kevin Thompson came to Atlanta and he said, "You remember when we used to play That's My Car?" Right? And then you have the talk. You have to have the talk with your kids. 12 years of school, 4 more years of college. And then guess what? My beautiful young son, my beautiful young daughter, you're going to work until you die. And that's no kind of plan, but that's the only plan we knew. But the truth of the matter is, you can't outwork an exponential inflation with the linear income. Punching that clock every day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, leads you down a path of ruin. So I'm going to offer you a choice today. You can either clock in or you can plug in, because the truth of the matter is you don't have the time to keep doing what you've been doing. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I don't think that you guys are insane. I just think you've never really seen a true system to get you free. And I'm going to show you that system today. Folks, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. And I loved that statement so much, I coined my own phrase, because I said, Warren, as smart as you are, brother, you're missing a piece. It's not enough to find a way to make money while you sleep or you work until you die. If you don't find out what real money is, even if you make money while you sleep, you could still end up working until you die, because money is leaking your wealth. The real definition of money is that it must be a store of value. Ladies and gentlemen, if you work 40 hours this week and they pay you $1,000 and you can buy a refrigerator with that $1,000 today, shouldn't you also be able to put that $1,000 in a safe and buy a refrigerator for $1,000 20 years from now? Because that labor was worth $1,000. So 20 years from now, you still gave that labor. So shouldn't what you earned for that labor still buy what it bought when you gave the labor for the cash? Of course it should. But the dollar won't do that. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today if it's real money. So here are 4 keys to building wealth. Number 1, you got to create that residual income that Warren Buffett talked about. but you've also got to accumulate appreciating assets because gold is real money, because it will outrun inflation, which is the third thing you've got to do. And then finally, you've got to utilize the advantages of the tax code.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 6, 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It's
not fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
It's what?
Taxes.
Yeah, taxes, baby. Look, I'm so hyper emotionally charged right now. Miss Renicia Denson typed something in the chat room. She said, "Hi, Wealth Builders. This is Renicia Denson. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Glad to be here, ready to change myself and my family's life for the better." And guys, when I tell you that statement right there completely took me over the edge, this is more than a business. This is like what Eric Teray Muhammad says. This is literally a revolution. One of the philosophers said, I think it was Henry Ford, he said, if the population truly understood what the banking system was doing, there would be a revolution by morning. People are so asleep. And so this presentation is not only designed to help you get in business and make some money, it's also designed to change your family's lives for the better. Thank you so much for saying that, Ms. Denson. So taxes could take as much as 40% of the income you work so hard for over the course of your career. You're spending all this time working, but you're not building wealth because you're not earning real money. You're earning a receipt for money. It used to be exchangeable for a hard asset, and now it's not. So we're going to teach you how to reverse that thing. You got to figure out where you are in your life to know where you want to go. And most people are in the E quadrant. They're in the E quadrant. They're employees. And there's some specific things about being an employee. Number one, you're in the highest tax bracket. You're working the hardest, but getting taxed the highest. Okay? You're working the hardest, but getting taxed the highest. You're expending the most energy and earning the least. They're going to take 30 to 40% of all of your wealth off the top, and you're giving your money to the government to do with it as the government wills. And what does the government do with your tax dollars? Are they doing what you want them to do with the tax dollars? Are they? Like, okay, let's do an experiment. I'm fired up, guys. You know what? I'm going to just go in and let it hang out. Listen, if you had the choice for the tax dollars that you pay into the system to go where you wanted them to go, where would they go? Type it in the chat room. Where would your tax dollars go if you had 100% control of where they go? Where would the dollars go? If you had to pay taxes, and you do, where would your dollars go? If you could say, I want my taxes to go to my church. I want my taxes to go to poverty and helping create clean drinking water in Africa. I want my taxes. Where would your tax dollars go? All right. Patronage to schools, into gold. All right. Education to help my community. I love it. All right. And see, putting lights and fixing up roads. I love it. Mental health. Oh, that's a big one. Medicare. I love that. Of course, if you're doing well, you want to help other people have medical care. Thank you, Wanda Pinckney Lofton. Clean water. That's beautiful, Gail. See, I'm making you guys dream right now to feed the homeless. I love it. Back to you. That's fine too, because you know what to do with your money, right? Helping abused women. Dynamic space programs for the future. Garden growing. I love that. But here's the thing. You don't have the right to tell where your tax dollars go if you're an employee. They go where the government wants it to go. And where does the government put it? Type it in. Don't be scared. Where does the government put your tax dollars? Type it in. They definitely don't put it in healthcare. We don't have healthcare in America. We have sick care. They put it in wars, prisons, right? Weapons, military industrial complex, in their pockets. Where do they put their money? Right? Big pharma, yeah. People talk about they don't like welfare. It's corporate welfare in America. Come on, man. We're just talking about it. We're telling the truth. We don't have to watch the news. We don't have to watch CNN and Fox. We know the real truth. But as an employee, you're telling the government, go ahead, all-seeing eye, go ahead, big brother, you do what you want to do with my hard-earned labor. Man, that's some foolishness. At least become self-employed so you can take advantage of the tax code, at least. But even at self-employed, you don't have a job, you own a job. You need to get on the B side of the quadrant where you have a big business and you have all the massive tax advantages of owning a big business, and the I quadrant where your money works for you and your assets accumulate, appreciating assets, accumulate more assets and more wealth for you in your sleep than you can ever do when you were working. All right? So thank you. Yes, thank you, Aletta. And get back with the person that invited you here and let's get you started. So we're going to teach you how to be on the B and the I side of the quadrant. Carrot Bars answers all 4 keys. It creates residual income. It teaches you how to accumulate appreciating assets in a system of compound asset accumulation. It outruns inflation, and you get to utilize the advantages of the tax code because you have a home-based business. Carrot Bars International is the largest distributor of small gold bars in the whole world. And this gentleman, Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, says, who owns gold has always money. He's written 2 powerful books, The Future of Money and Think Big. And his mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market to make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people at a price point everyone can afford. His goal is that he helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. JP Morgan said gold is money and everything else is credit. Alan Greenspan, former head of the Federal Reserve, you know, the Federal Reserve, you know, that's not federal. It has no reserves. It's not a bank, right? It's not a government entity. It's a private corporation. He said gold is always accepted. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the Cash Flow Quadrant, says gold is God's money. So that's why we use gold. And here's our gold, which is phenomenal. The best gold in the marketplace, bar none. Why? Isn't all gold gold? Yeah, well, it is. 24 karat 999.9 gold is gold all over the world. So what makes us so excited about our gold? Well, number one is secure. Each cash gold card is equipped with blacklight authentication on the front of the card. It's also physical. This is not an ETF, a stock, or a bond in gold. This is physical gold. It can be stored for free in our vaults, or it can be shipped to you via FedEx direct to your door. And you holding it in your hand and you put it in your own storage facility. Let me give you one little free gold nugget. This is free. Don't take your gold to a safe deposit box at the bank. Do your research. All right. And it's also digital. It can be used like a digital currency within our ecosystem, and it's convertible. You will have the opportunity within the next 90 days, if you need it, to convert your physical gold that you earn free through the system into cash if you need it, and put it on your MasterCard without the need to have it shipped home and taken to a gold dealer for them to give you not enough. Okay, so here's why we get gold. This is called price stability. In 1920, your great-grandparents could have bought a Model T Ford for $645. They could have also taken a kilogram of gold that would have cost them $720 at the time and bought that Model T and had change left over. Now, had they decided not to buy the car and just will you the $645, today that truck would cost $40,000. So could you buy the truck for $645 like your great-grandparents could in 1920? Yes or no? Could you buy the truck for the $645? Of course not. Well, you say, Mike, why would you ask me such a stupid question? You know prices are going up. They're not going up in relation to gold. Had they willed you that kilogram of gold, you could buy the truck and have about $13,000 left over. That's called price stability in relation to gold. In 1998, you could take $20 and fill up a grocery cart. Try that junk today. Man, we filled up a grocery cart, my wife and I, the other day. It was $345. In 2005, you could fill up half the cart. Today, they give you a picnic basket for that $20 bill, and you can't even fill that up. So you've got to learn how to save gold, not paper. The wealthy have understood this millionaire secret for generations. They pay themselves first in a physical tier 1 asset, which is gold. Here's the difference between the poor and middle class. The poor work hard and they get paid and they spend their money, and then they try to save what's left after spending. The wealthy do the exact opposite. They work hard, they get their money, and then they save and invest it first. And then they circulate what's left after saving and investing. They really don't ever spend. So what we're going to teach you to do today is start your own duplicatable business with Carrot Bars from home. And there's two keys to this. You need to understand this. Get this in your mindset, and you will be just fine in this business because it is massive what you're going to be able to accomplish with Carrot Bars International. Number one, you've got to understand leverage. And number two, you need to understand exponential growth. And J. Paul Getty, one of the first recorded billionaires, said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. But let me give you this disclaimer. We're not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only. It's not a guarantee of income. So let's talk about how we get paid through this program. Now, let me ask y'all a quick yes or no question. Based on what we just learned about gold today and how it stores your labor and builds wealth and increases in value, gold has gone up about 30% over the last 30 days. So let me ask you, would you save gold now that you've learned what you learned, even if you didn't get paid for referrals? Yes or no? And the second question is, would you refer it to your family and friends and loved ones now that you know what you know? You want to get them out of darkness into this marvelous light. Would you tell them even if you didn't get paid? Yes or no? Well, I'm already seeing all yeses. Okay, so since you would tell them even if you didn't get paid, you're going to be ecstatic to learn that we pay you for this. You're going to get paid for this. And so we get paid multiple different ways, multiple streams of income. Folks like multiple streams of income, so Dr. Sykes put multiple streams in one business. The first way is the unilevel bonus. Now, this is the free position. This is the unilevel free position. You sign up for your free account. Yes, free. I don't mean free for 7 days or free for 30 days. I mean free for life. It's free. Sign up for a free account. It's easier to set up than a Facebook account. It requires no social security number, and it requires no credit card on file. Yes, Sherry Brown, free 99. If you need a price, it's free 99. And then sponsor as many people as you like, 0 to 1,000,000. It's your choice. Nothing is mandatory. It's all self-managed and self-directed. But we ask Harriet Wealth Builders Worldwide to maximize the free position that you sponsor at least 5 people. Guys, type in the chat room how many people you've personally sponsored into Carrot Bars International so that we can see if 5 is an unreasonable number. How many people have you personally sponsored? So I'm seeing 6, 60, 88. Alicia Mento, 88. Wow. David and Sharon Boykin, 60. Vincent Muhammad, 89. Nicole Knox, 53. 68. Eric Tarang Muhammad, 200? Really? You trying to embarrass us? Mr. Muhammad, you trying to embarrass us? All right. Mr. Muhammad, I'm going to get you to do a testimonial at the end of this presentation. So get ready since you want to embarrass us. You too, Tanisha Glaspie. 500? Seriously? So folks, 5 is not hard. Sign up for a free gold savings account, and when they save gold, you can earn up to 6%. When you save gold for yourself and show others how to do the same, you earn up to 6% to infinity. There are no levels in the unilevel compensation plan. Then we also have what's called the dual system, and there are multiple ways to get paid in the dual system. But the way it works, what turns on this dual system is all you have to do is optionally choose a business package. I've got Chanel, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Chanel Owens on Facebook, sponsored her first person. She's just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the plus signs for Chanel Owens. She's on her path to freedom. That's it. That's how you do it. You can't sponsor 100 if you never sponsor 1. I love it. I love this business. Way to go, Chanel Owens. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. All right, so pick a business package. Any package, doesn't matter. Whichever one you choose, pick any package. It gets you started. And then save gold for yourself, share with others how to do the same and get paid, and teach your new partners to duplicate. Wash, rinse, and repeat. That's the business. Get a package, save gold, tell others, make money, teach them to duplicate. That's how you build massive wealth with Carrot Bars International. Now, what are some of the ways you get paid when you get your package? The first one is called the direct commission. And the way that works is when you get a business package for yourself, and you share with others to get a package. When they get a package, you earn a 10% direct commission. When they sponsor others, that's your second generation. You get 3%, and you also get a 2% third generation of commission. And folks, that's staggering. That's leverage and exponential growth. In other words, if you had sponsored 10 people, when you sponsored 10 people in this scenario, you'd get 10% direct commission from each of those 10 people's package. And when those 10 sponsor 10 each, that gives you 100 on your second generation. See how exponential growth works? You get 3% of those 100. And when those 100 sponsor 10 like you did, everybody just duplicating leverage and exponential growth, you get 2% of 1,000 business packages. That's phenomenal. That's staggering. And then there's a dual team bonus. And I love this. Every time anyone saves gold, and they do, there's no mandatory compulsion to save gold. When they do it of their own volition, or when they get a business package, everything has a unit value attached to it. And the automatic software system places people left and right within your organization. When you have 25 on one team and 50 on the other team, there's no matching of volume. There's no flushing of volume. There's no balancing. When you have 25 on one side, 50 on the other, it creates a dual team payout, which pays out to infinity. There's that word again. There are no levels in the dual team either. And based on the package you chose, yes, you choose your income level. If you get a bronze, you can earn up to 40 euro per payout. A silver earns up to 50 euro per payout. A gold earns up to 60 euro per payout, and VIP, the top of the marketing plan, earns up to 80 euro per payout. That's almost 100 US dollars. And you can earn up to 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Quick question. Type in what package you have so people can see which is the most popular package. Type in the package you have, bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. It really doesn't matter. But I just want you guys to see, look at all those VIPs flying through. Silvers, VIP, 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 silver, VIP, VIP, silver, silver, VIP, VIP, bronze, multi-packages, VIPs. Look at that. It's just common sense. Like if you're going to make 80 euro rather than 40 euro for the same production, make it happen. And what we do sometimes is we look at price versus value. Look at how much does it cost versus how much is it worth. So get to VIP as quickly as possible. No shade on the bronze, silver, or the gold. You can make $1 million a week with the bronze. Just got to go to work. All right, so let's talk about those business packages. What's in the business packages and what does the multi-goal package give you? The package that we're promoting here at Wealth Builders is the multi-goal package. Type in MGP. MGP. Don't get anything other than the multi-goal packages. They give you 100% direct commission. They give you unilevel bonuses, matching bonuses, 7 generations of income opportunities, including matching gold, paid 5 times a month through the dual system in the unilevel, and all commissions are paid directly to your MasterCard. So let's look at these packages. The top of the marketing plan is the number 7 multi-goal package. It's 4,900 euro. It gives you 12 discount cards. Well, what is a discount card? They can be used for anyone that wants to get a multi-goal package that you sponsor. You can give them a discount card and it'll give them 10% discount off the package they choose. So if they choose a number 7 like you, it's going to give them 490 euro discount off their package. It also comes with 15 grams. That's a half of an ounce of gold in that package. And it creates 100 units in the dual team and gives you gold matching through 7 generations of gold match. The number 6 package is 3450 euro. It also makes you a VIP like the number 7. It gives you 10 discount cards, 10 grams of gold, 75 units in the dual team, and gold matching through 7 generations. The number 5 package, 2,200 euro. It gives you gold status, 8 discount cards, 6.5 grams of gold, 50 units in the dual team, and gold matching through 5 generations. The number 4 package is 595 euro, gives you silver status, 6 discount cards, 1.5 grams of gold, 10 units in the dual team, and gold matching through 3 generations. And the number 3 and number 2 package gives you 2 generations. And there's even a number 1 package that doesn't give you a dual team status, but this is designed for people who may be struggling financially, still lets you get into the dual team from the standpoint of if you sponsor, when Thank you, Mr. Best. When you sponsor someone who gets the multi-gold package, you get a 10% direct commission. So you can earn your way to a higher package. Come on, somebody. And then there's the matching bonus. And this is a cash match. So when you get VIP, when you get VIP, and people within 7 generations of your organization get a dual team matching bonus, the company's going to pay you a 5% match of their dual team matching bonus. Matching bonus payouts is radical. My goodness. When you get a gold package, that's the package you choose, then you get 5 generations of matches. Silvers, 3 generations of 5% match, and bronze, 2 generations of 5% match. And regardless to the package you start at, you can get a free upgrade to the next highest package. Start at bronze, sponsor 5 people at bronze or higher within your first 5 weeks, you'll get a free upgrade to the next highest status, which is silver. Start at silver, sponsor 5 silvers in your first 5 weeks, you get a free upgrade to gold. You can actually get 2 upgrades within your first 5 weeks. And then, if that's not enough, they give you these Karat Bars automatic long-term incentives, from a leather bag to a Mont Blanc pen, a gold bracelet, 24 karat gold bracelet. You can also exchange all these gifts for physical gold if you don't want to take the gift. Or the Rolex watch, like the one I'm sporting today. That exact watch on that picture is the exact watch on my arm. Dr. Harold Sykes gave it to me in Dubai. That trip was paid for, and so was the watch. And I got it because I was saving gold for myself, and referring others to do the same got me that Rolex watch. Also got it from Mr. Ty Best, but more excited than I am about this Rolex is the gold bracelet that my business partner, Miss Sherry Brown, got. And let me tell you a little story. It's a painful story, but it's got a good ending. I didn't want to tell Sherry about Karat Bars. Not for any nefarious reason. I just wanted to make money first and make sure that the program worked before I told her about it, which was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. She'd probably already have the Rolex because she's in beast mode. But guess what she did? She called me up and she said, Mike, I won the gold bracelet. And you talk about next level problems. She said, should I take the 24 karat 999.9 solid gold bracelet with the Karat Bars logos in it? Or should I take the physical gold? And should I take the classic gold or should I take the cash gold? I said, Lord, what kind of problems are we having? So I want to call out my golden sister, Miss Sherry Brown. Are you on the platform with me right now, Miss Sherry?
Yes, I am, Mr. Michael Dalcoe, and I really appreciate that phone call from you. It wasn't $1. It wasn't a day late and $1 short. It was right on time because we got gold, baby. So, yay. Yay, man. I'm telling you guys that are listening to this under the sound of our voices, do not hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Just do it. Just do it, as Tanisha Glaspie says all the time, man. It's free. It's free to join. Guess what? It's even free to plug in. There's no cost for you to get on these webinars. There's no cost for you to get on these trainings. There's no cost for you to pick up the phone and tell somebody to get on. It's absolutely free for you to even plug in. Man, this is not a joke. This is not a game. We are creating generational wealth throughout the world in over 140 countries. Who does that? So shout out to the team. Shout out to the leaders. Man, I'm about to walk up on that Rolex any day now. And yes,
you are.
It's going to be mine, baby.
Ms. Sherry Brown, this is what I want you to do based on everything we've been imparted today from the calls and so forth. I want you, if you haven't already done it, you probably have, go online, find that lady Datejust Rolex that you like, whichever one, whether it's the Jubilee band or the Oyster band. You go and learn. I know you're a Breitling. I know y'all the Breitling family. I know. I get it. I be hating on Willie Brown's Breitling. I understand. But I want you, since this one is free and it's a tradition here at Wealth Builders, I want you to go and pick out that watch. Because here's the thing about this watch, guys. This is why it's a tradition here at Wealth Builders. Number one, it has gold in it. Number two, it is an appreciating asset. Mr. Best was telling me about this Rolex, this timepiece that the gentleman kept in his box, and he kept it on the rocker and he didn't even wear it. And he had gotten it. It was an inheritance. And I think that they're his forefathers got it for like 100 and some bucks. And when he took it to be appraised, that watch, because of its mint condition, was worth almost $100,000. That's why we take it. It's the appreciating asset. Now, so is that bracelet. It's solid gold, but Ms. Brown took that cash gold, and congratulations to you on that long-term incentive. Go
Thank you
pick
so
that watch
much.
out, put it on your refrigerator, send me a picture of it. I'm gonna believe with you.
Hey, you got it. And I'm also gonna
We
put
gonna
a
walk
picture of
that
that
watch
Brightling
down.
because I know Monisha she be sporting that Brightling too. Come on,
Yes,
somebody.
indeed. Indeed. Hey guys, you build your business, you can get the free Rolex and buy the Breitling. I love it. Have one of each. You get a Breitling and you get a Breitling. And I got to bring up one more of my brothers, man, to give a quick testimonial. I typically only do one testimonial when I do this presentation, but we finished a little early. So let me go ahead and bring him out. And you guys got to hear from this gentleman. I know you've heard of Stokely Carmichael, firebrand, fighting for justice for people all over the world. His son is in Karatbars International, Mr. Eric Ture Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad, are you on the platform right now with me? Man, don't make me give that bomb presentation and that introduction and you're not here. Is Eric Ture not here with me? Oh, man. Okay, well, I'll make sure I get him here and let you guys hear from him at another time. When I tell you, always dropping nuggets of freedom, he is a replication of that block. Kwame Ture, Mr. Stokely Carmichael, much respect to you, sir, and thank you for everything you're doing in the civil rights community. And so, yeah, those. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Did I hear it?
Yeah, he's on the platform. Mr. Ture Muhammad, unmute yourself and let's go ahead and hear from you, brother.
Definitely would love to hear from him if he's here. Okay. Well, if you pop in there, feel free to say whatever you need to say. But we have all these long-term incentives. Not only do you get the Rolex watch, but we've got Mercedes-Benz vehicles. Guys, this is what's so amazing about this. We're saving gold. We're doing it anyway. And they're giving us these automatic long-term incentives, C-Class, E-Class, S-Class Mercedes-Benz, even up to a luxury villa built anywhere in the world, debt-free. So, you know, it's great to have a Mercedes-Benz. It's greater to get a free one. Need a car? Pick up that free one by saving gold for yourself and referring others to do the same. And then we're paid on a globally issued MasterCard. And we're paid in cash and physical gold that you can have shipped to you direct by FedEx. Now, a lot of times people say, you know, I got to do my research. I understand that because I said it myself, which is one of the dumbest things I've ever said. Mr. Best sponsored a gentleman named Nate Hines. And Nate Hines was like, Mike, we get paid on a MasterCard. Do you think MasterCard did some research before they linked up with Karatbars? I was like, Nate, I'm sorry. You got me. Like, I was just saying that. That was a reflex. I wasn't going to do any research. I was going to Google. Google's not research. Everything on Google is not true. You got to go through 30 or 40 Google entities to find out the truth, and you're getting all this mixed information. And Google is not true. Facebook is true. Eric Ture said he was trying, but he couldn't get in. I see you there, Mr. Ture Muhammad. No worries. We'll get you in on the next one. And FedEx delivers our gold. Hey, look at this right here. Check this out. Let me see if I can stop my screen share and show you this up close. Look at this. I see you there, Mr. Muhammad. Can't get you on there. No worries. But look at this, guys. What do you see? Tell me what you see. Somebody tell me what that is. 1, 2, 3. Impulse K1 phones came in the mail today. You see they're unwrapped, right? This one right here, guess whose phone this is? Eric Ture is sporting his. Guess whose phone this is? This one is yours. This one's yours. Voice over blockchain smartphone. Privacy is the new order. And this smartphone is yours. It's the Carbon K1. All right. Now I've got my gold K1 right here. This is mine. This is yours. And what do you have to do to get it? $30 ticket to the online webinar. We'll talk about it in just a moment. But all attendees to the webinar are entered into a drawing to win this K1 Impulse phone. And guess what? This is not the only one that's going to be given away. Mr. Best has donated a phone to that raffle. And we're going to be giving away some physical gold, and we're going to be giving away cash. So phones, gold, and cash prizes given away at the boot camp coming up May 16th. We'll talk about that a little bit more in just a moment, but you want to be in attendance? We'll show you where to go to get your tickets for that event. But yeah, we're literally not on trial, ladies and gentlemen. FedEx delivered those phones today. And MasterCard is our payment partner. And there's over 1 million affiliates. You're not the guinea pig. So there's not a question you can ask that's not been asked and answered. Complete support system, no cost to register, so there's nothing to be afraid of. No mandatory monthly fees of any kind. 24/7 multi-million-dollar software operating worldwide at no cost. And the product is 24 karat gold. Everybody on the planet needs gold. They may not know it yet, and that's your job. That's why you make the big bucks, because you need to get the message out to as many people as possible, as fast as possible. So after seeing this presentation, you're either a number one. You said, Mike, when you showed that first slide where we start a home business and the product is gold, I was ready to go. If that's you, get back with the person that shared this presentation. Let them know you're ready to get started. Number two, you've got some questions. You know what? I'm feeling a little generous today. So I'm going to stay back on the platform for 15 minutes and ask any questions pertaining to getting started in the business. No deep questions from affiliates like, Bitcoin and how to do that. Just about getting started. Questions about the company, brand new people, questions. If there are any, you can meet us here at goldrocks.info, GOLDROCKS.info. Meet us here and we'll get your questions answered. Number three, you say it's not for me. Well, my question is, which part? The making money part or the saving money part in gold? Which one of those do you not like? Not making money or saving money? I don't know. Right? There's that Rolex, Sherry Brown. Come on, you don't play around. Woo! That's fire. I love it. Yes, that's coming up. 2020, Sherry Brown's lady date just with the Jubilee band and the diamond bezel. Come on, somebody. So get started. Get back with the person that shared this presentation with you, and let's get you started building wealth with Karat Bars International. Now, that webinar we talked about, Next Level Networker Bootcamp, Next Level Networker. Go to wbwevents.com. It's just $30. Look, $30, and you can even win one of these phones. $1,500 phone, blockchain technology phone, free, shipped to you, shipping and everything covered. Blockchain phone. You're entered in. Two of those phones, at least two, have been donated to this raffle to give out to the person that wins that raffle. Gold and cash prizes, just because you're entered in, you're an attendee for that event. So there we go. Let's get registered, wbwevents.com. We've also got a new online shop for Wealth Builders Worldwide. And our official Wealth Builders wear, where Wealth Builders go to shop, our official Wealth Builders wear is at shop.mywbw.net. And there it is. I said it wrong earlier, but there it is. Shop.mywbw.net. Was somebody trying to say something? You definitely can. Okay, shop.mywbw.net. Louis said he got his shirt. All right. Get your shirt right away. Get it today. Shop.mywbw.net. And you can also get Mr. Ty Best's book at that shop address. You can go to the shop and get his book, The Dream Chaser Manifesto. And the ladies, Women of Wealth Builders, the WOW pen, Women of Wealth Builders. We're still trying to think of a name for the brothers. It just doesn't sound good. MOW, Men of Wealth Builders, Brothers of Bow Wow. So go to the Wealth Builders shop and get your Wealth Builders official wear and Mr. Ty Best's book or the Wealth Builders pen, and more shirts to come. I'm wearing one right now called We Tried to Tell Y'all, Karat Bars. That shirt will be available within the next couple of weeks or even sooner. My wife is the administrator over that website, and I know that they're working on the design for that shirt, an updated design. You're going to love it. So, and I've got a design that I'm putting on there too. So these are all the official wares. We'll talk to Mr. Bass more about that, and we'll put those paraphernalia up there so you guys always have quick access to our online shop. And then we're just believing that with this travel bans will be lifted, and July 17th and 18th, the Freedom Summit.live will be all together at the MD Live Casino and Hotel in Hanover, Maryland with the Union. Team Freedom's helping out up there, and it's going to be an amazing opportunity for us to finally get to physically see each other. We might have to do a little distant fist bump, but we're looking forward to seeing you guys at the Freedom Summit. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you guys for tolerating me today. I'm way over the top excited, but for good reason. Get back with the person that shared this with you, and let's get you started building wealth with Karatbars International. As I said, I'll be here for another 15 minutes answering questions here on Goldrocks.info. So feel free to hop on over here and let's get your questions answered. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the white sandy beaches of the world.